Hey guys, tonight we're going to talk about what I call a working man's, just not an expensive but a good knife. It's a buck. It's a Bucklite. It's a 426, I believe. We'll look at it more when we get over to the table. But anyway, it's one that I picked up at the flea market, and I just wanted to talk about it and show it to you. Just throw another one out there that we hadn't done. All right, guys, so tonight's knife is nothing fancy. It's a buck. It's a good knife. I mean, I like bucks. I have a lot of good bucks. I like this one. I saw it at the flea market one day. I was goofing off around there. One of the guys there, he has a lot of knives, and I remember picking this one up, and it didn't have this lanyard. Actually, I put that on there. It was my first attempt at making a lanyard like that. Saw a video on it on YouTube, thought I'd try it out, but anyway, this one was sitting on the table. It's a guy that's at the flea market all the time. He picks up knives at yard sales all over the place, and it was a camo, and I didn't have a camo knife. I said, you know what, that's a good size buck knife, good for taking camping or just, you know, doing work around the house. I think I'll pick this one up. So anyway, I get there and I get it from him. It's got a great snap, as all bucks usually do. But I'm gonna pop it here real quick. Let's take a look at this tang stamp. So this is a buck 426, and I guess that X represents a year. That's how they do their dating system. The buck has a crazy dating system. Some of them will have like a half moon, a dot, 2 dots, 3 dots. I always have to look them up. There's no way. Well, I mean, I guess there's somebody that's probably memorized them all, but whoever it was, they've got a lot of time on their hands. But I saw this one out there, picked it up, popped it open. Blade's a little dirty, real sharp. Somebody sharpened it a little bit, but it's got a good edge on it. I mean, very, very sharp knife. But what I liked about this one, it has the finger grooves here. A lot of people don't like that, but I do. I mean, your fingers just wrap right in there, and I mean, you have a good control on it. For cutting, tasks like that. The handle is a camo handle. Has, well, I guess I could flip it over so you could read it correctly. Bucklite there. It's got the camo design, OD green. It is a lock back. Zoom this back out. Hopefully I'm not making y'all drunk as much as I'm moving around here. But knife has excellent snap, which, I mean, a lot of buck knives do. I mean, buck knives are good knives. It's a good USA company. Now, when I saw this one at the table, I picked it up, and the first thing the guy told me, which people say all kinds of stuff. I mean, when you're at the flea market, they're all the time telling you. I just go with the story. A lot of times people will say stuff and you know it's not true, or, you know, but there's no sense in arguing with anyone. There's no sense of, you know, if they say it's their grandfather's knife when he was a kid, and you look at it and it's a 1991 and you know that he's lying. We're not really lying. Maybe he thinks it is. You just go with it. I mean, that's what I do. So I picked this one up. I was looking at it. The guy said, you know, all them buck knives are made in China now, and Buck does make some knives in China. Now, so he's right about that. There are some, but a lot of knives, and most of their knives, I guess, are made here in the USA. So, being the nice guy I am, I said, well, this one here is a USA one. It's marked right here on the blade. But anyway, I don't think he believed me. He said, oh no, they make them in China now. They're all China knives. So I said, all right, well, what do you got on this old China knife? He said, $10. I said, sounds great. It's a good knife. For 10 bucks, I mean, I'd buy them all day long. Can't go wrong with this. I mean, it's got some scratches on it. It's got some use, but if I take it camping, I'll use it too. Might use it to going fishing or something, or I don't really hunt, so I'm not going to be worried about skinning no deer or anything like that. But it was just a cool knife. I thought it was a neat one. It's a good size knife. You can tell in my hand here. Just all around lightweight. Doesn't weigh hardly anything. But these knives last, and Buck has a great warranty. I mean, I could break this blade tomorrow and they're not going to give me a new one. I mean, they're not going to say, it ain't that good of a warranty. But I mean, if you damage a blade, say if I break this blade, I can send this knife into them, and I think it's $10 for a new blade, depending on the steel. This one is a, let's see, it don't say on there, but I'm sure it's just their standard 420 steel. But so for example, if I broke this blade, send it in, pay them $10, they'll go through everything, clean it, put a new blade in it, and you just pay for the shipping out there. They pay for the shipping back to you. So it's a great warranty. Buck's got a good warranty. It's one of the few USA made knives now. A lot of these companies are going overseas with things, and Buck is too. I mean, a lot of their tactical stuff, when you go on their website, just always look at the country of origin, and it'll tell you, it'll say, you know, USA made, or it'll let you know if it's a China made, which I'm not knocking those. They're good too, I'm sure, but I don't know. When you're old like me, you just like to see the old word USA on stuff. At least I do. So I try to buy USA knives, but you know, knives made in Japan, you know, I buy a lot of them too though. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. Like, subscribe. If you don't have a Bucklite in your collection, they're very inexpensive. Now these, the camo ones like this, I think that they're discontinued. So if you go on eBay, they are kind of high. But if you just want to find another Buck similar to it, I'm sure they probably still make a Bucklite. I'm sure they do. Just go out there. They're not too high. It's a good knife, especially for someone that you know, does hunting, fishing, camping, all that good stuff. Anyway, guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Till next time.